All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Destination Unknown Dude channel. We're going to talk about mosquito control in the Philippines and what I'm doing. We don't really have a mosquito problem too bad here in the province. I don't really understand why. We should. We should have a ton of mosquitoes. This is a tropical environment. It's rainy season. Maybe that's why we don't have them, though, because when we're not on rainy season, it's kind of like a desert here where it doesn't rain at all when it's not rainy season. When it's rainy season, it lets loose. It will go absolutely nuts. This yard will be full of water. But when it's not rainy season, the yard will be dead. Everything will be struggling. And we have to water plants constantly. There's not really afternoon showers like you would expect. It's like a desert here. It rains one time a year. But what we're doing for mosquito control, kind of needed a project, and I wanted to mess with this. I do two things. First thing is I keep water around. Now they say you're not supposed to do that, but I disagree. If you're here and you maintain a bucket of water, you're going to have like 4 or 5 buckets of water around your property. 4 or 5 buckets of water. And the animals will drink from it. But also, the mosquitoes are attracted to the water. The males are attracted, looking for females that are laying eggs. The females are attracted to go lay their eggs. And if you can get them to lay their eggs in the water, then you dump out the water. Every few days, you dump out the water and you put fresh. And the mosquitoes will have wasted their eggs on that water. So imagine how many generations of mosquitoes you'd be controlling just with a simple operation. Just some bins of water laid around the house that you empty on a regular basis. Once a week, what could be even every 2 weeks. It takes a while for a mosquito larvae to hatch and become mosquitoes. So you could dump it every couple of weeks, but I would do it at least once a week. Dump it and put fresh. And then let the mosquitoes waste their eggs on the water, okay? But what we have here is something a little different. It can work 2 ways. They can waste their eggs on the water if they make it to it. But this fan right here, on the back side of the fan, I have added screen. We had some extra screen from our screen enclosure. So I added some screen here. I just zip tied it on. And you would normally do this on a box fan, which is better because the motor doesn't stick out like this one sticks out. But I'm in the Philippines, so I don't have access to box fans at Walmart. Okay, so it's a little different here. So we just cut it out around the motor and put it around the edges and trim the excess to make it round. And it's on power 2 right now. It'll go up to 4. We're still experimenting with what speed it needs to suck these mosquitoes over into the fan. And once they get stuck to this, the mosquitoes are terrible flyers. They can only fly when the winds are like a mile an hour or below. Okay, so if a mosquito is coming down here to get the water and it gets sucked in, or leaving the water and it gets sucked in, then it sticks to the screen and it can't move. And it dehydrates and dies. And this thing is pretty good. It doesn't really collect other bugs. You don't see any other bugs here. No bugs at all right now, as a matter of fact. But the dogs can come and drink the water. The mosquitoes can come and do their thing, try to get the water, and then they stick to this, and it's game over. And also, side benefit, I think they like it. What do you think? They're getting some nice fan action. They usually sleep under the car that's parked here. So this fan is going to stay on 24/7. And it gets running off our solar, so we're not going to pay for the power. And then these guys are going to benefit. They're going to get some cooler breeze. Mosquitoes are going to die. And eggs are going to get dumped out. So that's our mosquito solution here. Like I said, we don't really have a problem, but I don't want to have a problem. The most dangerous animal in the world that kills more people every year than any other animal on the planet is a mosquito. And look, I'm not really scared of dengue or whatever, but the dengue is one of the popular mosquito viruses here in the Philippines. I've known people that have gotten it. The kid got it. Got dengue when he was in Manila. And you wouldn't think Manila's a hotbed of mosquitoes, but all it takes is one. And so, if we can do some mosquito control and that prevents somebody from getting dengue or just getting some itchy bites, why not? Why not do it? That's what we're doing. That fan I got off of Lazada, and it cost me 1,200 pesos. The trick to the fan is a lot of the newer fans have many skinny blades. And I don't subscribe to that. I've done a comparison between those fans with many skinny blades versus 3 thicker blades. And my opinion is that this fan right here uses 3 aluminum blades. But my opinion on the fans is that fewer bigger blades move more air quieter than many small blades, many thin blades. So you want the thick blades. They move air quieter. So you'll see when this thing stops. It's just a standard 3-bladed fan, and it's not loud. It's not. You don't even really hear it running. It's got some noise to it, but it's not. Some of these fans with a lot of blades on them, they can really be annoying and make a lot of noise. And I don't know why it's the new hotness that they have so many fan blades now, but these puppies are loving that fan. So there you go. That's what we're doing here. That's mosquito control 101 right here. Dog bowl, screen, fan, zip tie. Done. Happens to be running off of solar, but you could do it. A fan is not going to use that much juice. You can justify that, and I don't want to pay for the electricity. Well, how much does it cost to go to the hospital for dengue? How much does it cost if somebody dies because they got dengue and you didn't do any mosquito prevention? You don't have to be paranoid like that, but an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You heard that before. So you're hearing it here again. You're hearing it here. So why not? And plus, I need something to do. I need some little project. Got me a little, 10-minute project. I had to do some thinking about it. Had to do some purchasing on Lazada. Had to find where my screen was, get my zip ties out. All that was, fine. Little home ec project, a little arts and crafts. And look at these fools. You telling me they're not digging it? And yeah, we've had so much rain that we're pulling in mud on the car. That's chicken poop, but we're pulling in mud on the car. And it's getting drug in here and dripping on the floor, making it look dirty. But, look, this is a carport. What do you want? But you telling me that puppy's not happy right now? Come on. That's a content guard dog right there. And she'd be even more content if she didn't get kicked by the other one. So there we go. That's what we're doing. Mosquito control with the Echelon fan. Echelon China fan. Running like a champ. Alright, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you're doing for your skeeters. See you around like a donut.